Facebook and it croaked on me. I don't have good enough band. Well, I thought I could watch the channel stream on YouTube, so it's not gonna work um, for that. Anyway, I can use it for my other stuff, but it's not gonna work for doing a double stream. Well, I can do the double stream. I just can't watch the chat, so I've got to figure out how to, because it has the chat on here, but it wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me pull it up. But I guess nobody said anything, so I guess that's why there wasn't anything there. So maybe I'll try it again sometime. But anyway, what I was trying to do didn't work like I thought it would. So I figured I'd get back on here just on YouTube. See if anybody logs in. I could always go online on Facebook. Like I said, I got a lot more. I got pages over there, and probably between 30 and 40,000 followers on all the different pages I'm an admin on over there for the different groups I've been in. So, but I want to get into YouTube. I want to get all my stuff over here and try to meet people on YouTube. And I don't know if I want to be a YouTuber, but I'd like to be successful on YouTube, at least as far as like getting people to watch my videos and having a channel and having space for myself. And I can kind of do that with Facebook, but it's just not. It's not, since what I do is videoing and video investigations, YouTube's the place for that. Facebook just doesn't quite, their pages are cool, but they just don't quite work for. They're not a video platform. They're a social platform. Of course, YouTube's trying to be more of a social platform and not so much a video platform. But I don't know. Anyway, so I quit doing live streams because I can't get anybody to tune in. Originally when I started doing them, I would get quite a few people tune in, like a couple hundred, sometimes a couple thousand. But then I ran a couple of things off a streaming app, and I guess I don't know, maybe I did I cried wolf too many times. I don't know. I guess running a streaming app, and then people realizing it wasn't me talking, and that it was the streaming things I was running, and I was trying to run the app to see how they worked. But I think I ended up putting people off. So when I run a stream now, I don't think people necessarily know that it's going to be me chatting. It might be something I'm running. But I want to do both. I want to get on here and talk to people and try to socialize a little bit and try to talk about my videos and that sort of thing. Let me see if I can get my. So I had tried to run a stream where I was streaming off YouTube and Facebook, and apparently one stream won't let you have multiple logins, so that didn't work. And but there was a thing on my phone that said something about chat, but it's hard to film on a phone when you got the chat running up the screen in front of you. So that hasn't worked out the best for me. So let me get this up here in case. Monitor. Funny. Somebody reporting me for bad jokes. I appreciate whoever signing in. Like I said, let me try. Please be patient with me. I'm an old man that's just trying to, like I said, just trying to get on here and talk to people and talk about my videos and talk about my experiences. And I just feel like everybody's so impatient. I can't move fast enough to get stuff going. Where am I located? I'm located in I'm from Central Valley, near Stanton, if you've ever heard of Stanton. But anyway, I'm trying to get into the whole YouTube thing. I've been doing Facebook for probably almost 15 years, between 15 and 20 years, however long Facebook's been around. My YouTube channel goes back to 2008. That's actually how long I've had it. But I didn't really get into, I've worked with other paranormal groups, so most of my focus had been on their pages and their YouTube channels, and not necessarily my own. So up until the beginning of April, I only had about 50 videos online. And since April, I've gone from 50 videos to over 500 now. I know people talk about struggling to come up with videos, but I had almost 2 decades worth of videos that got stockpiled. So it was easier for me to get a bunch of video online than it would be the average person, because I already had it. And not, like I said, it was already on Facebook. But the only people who've seen a lot of the stuff I'm putting up is my friends on Facebook. So this is my first shot at putting out for the wider world for everybody to see. So that's been an experience for me too. But but I'm having a little trouble with YouTube. I don't quite get it, and like I said, I feel like everybody's kind of impatient, and you know, lose subscribers when I upload videos, and that just didn't make any sense to me. You know, I'm trying to do something here, and I'm trying to connect with people, um, and I'm not trying to put on a show. I am who I am, and I am what I am, and I'm just an old guy, like I said, trying to get my videos online, trying to show people my experiences, and you know, hey, there's some stuff out here that maybe people should think about. Yeah, we everything that's in the, we can't see everything that's in the world. We can't see in the dark. There's a lot of stuff that exists in the dark that um, we don't necessarily know what we're talking about. We're just assuming. But anyway, I appreciate you tuning in, Bobby. You're my only viewer. It seems weird. So yeah, what I started out doing these chats, and what I think is interesting when I do get some people to watch, they'll usually sit here and listen to me. Maybe it's just because they feel bad for me, because there's nobody else here. But when I can get people on here and I can chat with them and communicate with them, it seems like it goes pretty well. But I literally went from having several hundred and several thousand viewers to having none. And I don't know what I did to mess with the algorithm or screw something up or make people mad, or I don't know what I did that nobody's coming, but you know, but YouTube finally here in the last couple of days has started promoting my like long form videos, which is what I had been struggling with. I couldn't get anybody to watch my long form videos. So now I can't get anybody to watch my live streams. So I don't understand YouTube. I wish I did. I'd like I said, I'd like to. I don't like looking stupid. Um, and sometimes I feel like YouTube makes me look stupid. I seem to be a whole lot. Have been whole lot more successful as far as getting my information out there on other platforms. YouTube seems just extremely difficult to me. The idea that I don't know. I don't know. I don't like I said, and I get there right there to make money. But I think they're probably maybe missing some opportunities that they would by holding some people back. I think there's people out there that got things to say, and if they would actually let somebody listen to them and let somebody hear what they have to say, it, it would make a difference. But that's just me. If I set the thing up, I would give everybody the same chance. I would give everybody the same number of views and the same number of clicks, and just see where it goes from there. And let what's successful be successful, and what's not successful not be successful. But the idea of controlling what they're going to show to somebody probably has been my big argument with YouTube the whole time. But I figured I'd come over here and try it. It is a video platform, and I'm a video guy, so I feel like I need to have my stuff here. Like I said, it's just difficult though. I feel like they make it harder than it should be. I feel like if you've got a channel that's got this people on it that have subscribed to it, and you've got videos, that they should show the people on your channel those videos. But we know they don't do that, right? they show they show what they think they're gonna make money with instead of what people told them that they want. But anyway, like I said, I was getting on here to do these. I used to have a lot more success at doing these live streams. Um, Now I can't seem to get anybody. I do enjoy getting on here and talking to people. Well, I've got one more person now. Hello, whoever tuned in. I was just talking about how I went from having like, you know, maybe 40, 50, sometimes a couple hundred, sometimes a couple thousand viewers on my live streams, and like just in an instant, I went to do a live stream one night, and I got like one person, and it's been like that ever since. And I don't understand. I don't understand how YouTube can decide whether or not to push a live stream when it's something that hasn't even happened yet. So, I mean, I feel like they're looking at me and going, okay, we're not going to push his live streams, but they don't even know what my live streams are about yet because I haven't done it. So I don't know what's going on with that. I haven't quite that, but I appreciate the two of you. I appreciate when I can get people to tune in and listen to me. I wanted to talk about some of the videos I've been uploading the other days and kind of what my channel's about. This is a video archive. I'm an old guy that's been investigating the paranormal for almost 20 years. And I've got quite a bit of footage. I've got probably 20, 30 videos lined up to put on here, and that's 2 or 3 different investigations, and I've got more stuff that I haven't even looked at, and then I've got new stuff that I'm planning on doing. So anyway, but basically right now, this is an archives of all my experiences for the last 20 years. I did a little thing about, I'm not trying to put on a show. I'm not a show. I'm a ghost hunter. I'm basically just trying to find a place to archive my videos. And I also hope that people will watch them and enjoy them. I want to try to put some information together, some context to go along with more of it. But my main purpose for my channel is an archive for myself. Like I said, I'm an old guy and I've had some interesting experiences. I think one day, people might be interested in seeing them. There's some interesting stuff. I've had some interesting things happen. So like I said, I appreciate everybody tuning in. But I just, like I said, I don't know what happened that I went from getting like a whole lot of people on live streams to like not getting anybody. And like I said, I don't know how YouTube can judge a live stream um, when you haven't done it yet and they don't know what's in it. So to limit me to only have a couple of viewers or not getting my stuff out there where other people will see it, I just don't feel like that's fair. How do you judge something that hasn't happened yet? So I feel like I'm being prejudged because they're not they're just assuming that people aren't going to want to watch my videos, um, my live streams, or aren't going to be engaged by them. Because the ones that I've had where I had people I thought were very engaging, and I had people commenting. It seemed like a good time. And then that, like I said, that happened, and then it was just like a switch. I flipped a switch or something, and they stopped letting people. They stopped bringing people to my live streams. I just don't understand it. Yeah, YouTube don't make no sense to me. It seems like it almost they're almost. I feel like they're hurting themselves by doing it. I feel like if they let there's so many creators on here. Um, why limit? They're limiting themselves on the revenue that they can make by not letting smaller channels get out there. Um, they would probably, if they let these little guys get up there, they probably would get more like, I see some local ads for like local plumbing companies, and if they got more small people on there, they would be able to sell more of these ads. Like, but that's a big business thing. They only think about the big guys in the suits, and they don't think about us little people. And they don't live in reality. They live in their big fancy gated communities and go to their, ride their limousines and go to the cocktail parties and hobnob with the politicians. And I am going to make one political statement. All these rich guys are paying off both sides, and they're both working against us. And we got to do something like that. Um, but anyway, yeah, I feel like rich people running everything just has proven itself not to work, and I just don't understand why we're doing it. So the guys running YouTube might have been normal people at one point in time, but they're not anymore, and they're not in touch with the average person. So I just feel like if they got more of the regular Joe stuff out there, they probably would make more money. It'd be more advertising opportunities. Like I said, they could even get some local advertisers too, probably. But they're going to squeeze people out. Well, I appreciate you tuning in, Bobby. I think I lost my other viewer, or maybe I lost you. I'm not sure who tuned out. Um, but well, I appreciate you tuning in. I'm probably gonna cut this off. Um, it's become disappointing. I would do more live streams. I wanted to do some live streams, of some investigations, but there's probably not much point in me doing live investigations if people aren't going to watch them, and that bothers me because I keep seeing these channels with these guys walking around like in graveyards and stuff, talking to spirits on these apps on their phone, and those phone apps, they're garbage. There's nothing to that. That's not ghost hunting. I don't know what that is, but it's not ghost hunting. And just weird channels. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it. Well, subscribe if you would. I'd appreciate that. Like I said, I'm an old time ghost hunter. And I'm probably modeled after earlier TV shows and just my own experiences over the years. But like I said, I just feel like, maybe this isn't the platform for me. I like I said, everything moves pretty fast over here, and like the average view's only what 3 or 4 minutes. So I ain't got you I don't work that fast. I'm old. I'm slow. But anyway, I appreciate you tuning in, Bobby. I'd appreciate you subscribing, and I guess anybody else that watches later on, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, and um, I guess everybody have a good night. But anyway, I would do some live streams on some investigations, but there's probably no point in me doing it if nobody's gonna watch it. And if YouTube's gonna judge my videos before I even put them out there, there's no point in me even turning the camera on, is there? Is there? Anyway, I'm frustrated right now because, like I said, I wanted to give y'all some live streams and start putting some stuff out there. But if YouTube's not going to show it, there's no point in me doing it. It's a waste of my time, and I guess it's not a waste of y'all's time if you don't see it. Anyway, this seems ridiculous. I would like to do some live streams, um, but there's so much garbage on YouTube of people that aren't they're claim to be ghost hunters that actually aren't ghost hunting, but I can't get through it. Can't seem to get through it. Anyway, you guys have a good night.